And we are wrestling with AEW Double or Nothing. Took place in Glendale, Arizona at the Desert Diamond Arena. And, yeah, let's get this shit over with. Um,
Damn. I mean, it was only on at the same time. You know what's crazy? NXT, they both started roughly at the same time. NXT was done. NXT was done when they were still having. I was looking at the pace of this match, of the way the matches went throughout the night, and by the time NXT got the Stacks and Channing, they were still on FTR and McGuinness. Like,
that, oh my god, yeah. Um, yeah,
like, because I was watching them both simultaneously. Like, I had the little laptop screen and AEW on the big TV. But yeah, the pacing was like freaking nuts.
I wanted to do double screen, but I just didn't feel like it at that moment to watch double wrestling at the same time. Like my brain might have exploded. So I just kind of opted to watch double or nothing in intervals. Um,
Of course, because that's how you always watch Double or Nothing.
Not all the time, but yeah, pretty much at this point.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Uh, didn't
You
watch.
ain't got a lot to kick it. You ain't got a lot to kick it. You ain't
um,
got a lot to kick it.
don't need to talk about the pre-show matches. Anna Jay and Holly Cameron defeated Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. Love that Anna Jay and that Holly Cameron. Good for them. Lost Titans Airline defeated Roppongi Vice and Action Spaghetti with some other people. Good for
Wait
them.
a minute, they're still there?
Who?
Roppongi Vice.
Yeah, Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta.
So he left best friends and went right back to okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Jesus Christ.
that brings us to the first match of the main card. Owen Hart Foundation Cup tournament final. Mercedes Marnette defeated Jamie Hayter in 21 minutes and 15 seconds. This needed to be like 7 minutes less than it actually was. I will say that it wasn't a bad match. Both
It was a
girls,
good match.
huh?
It was a good. I mean, I would say this is Mercedes, one of her better matches at AEW.
That's what I was gonna say. Both girls actually had chemistry with each other. So they actually was able to do a good match. They kind of told the story of Jamie Hayter having an injured back, Mercedes, attacking that. So I can't be mad at the athleticism of them and them telling a story, but I could absolutely be mad at the fact that this should have ended like 10 minutes earlier than it actually did.
Okay.
But that's just my opinion.
I mean, it's the opening match, so I mean, keep in mind, we kept calling her the TBS champion, which is basically that bitch squashes people. So you might as well at least give her, you know, a, a worthy opponent in which it seemed like it was believable that Mercedes could lose, and you really could see it there. And for the first time, Mercedes won, and it didn't seem like the crowd hated her for it.
Um, you could
I
maybe make
mean,
that
not as
argument.
much as they used to. I'm just
I mean, at some point she has to lose. Um,
Oh, she's losing to Tony. You can bet your ass on that.
Yeah. I mean, there's almost so much you could be, Sasha Hogan at this point. That don't work for me, brother. Or should it be that don't work for me, sister? But it does kind of take away from the match the fact that we knew that Mercedes was going to win, but it didn't take as much away from it than it usually does. Maybe because it wasn't a title match, I'm not entirely sure, but
well, it was a final, so I mean, it's essentially a championship match. A championship match because the Owen Hart thing is
right
in itself as a champ. But Mercedes won. This was the matchup everybody wanted. So I'm not gonna kill it.
How many stars do you give it?
Honestly, it was a solid 4. I mean, Hayter gave it her all. I'm not gonna knock her on that, I'm not gonna knock her because they had good chemistry, like we said, and that TBS, that bitch squashes championship is gonna do what she do.
Well, you can't knock Hayter, but I'm gonna knock a half a star off this one, 3.5.
3.5. Wow.
Yeah.
Tough crowd.
It went too long, and that's why. All right.
Well, you already know Melter did this one. Come on, bro. It's AEW. He slacked on the last one. It was like, bitch.
I say he gave this match 4.25.
Higher.
4.5.
4.5.
Okay. Alright. Then we have Fuck the Revival, Cash Wheeler, Dax Hardwood with Stokely, defeating Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness, with Matt Menard in their corner. FTR won by technical submission in 22 minutes and 30 seconds. That's right. This meaningless tag team match with a fucking announcer in it went longer than two in their prime women that are wrestling regularly every single week. This match made no sense why it needed to be on a pay-per-view. It made no sense why it went as long as it did. I regret watching it every minute that it went longer than 11 minutes. It just was too much. And it didn't need... They could have did more, so much more in such less time. And they just don't understand the assignment. I mean, yes, it's nice to see Nigel being able to compete, but he doesn't need to be in meaningless tag team matches that could have been on a random Dynamite or Collision.
True, but like I said, this match, for some odd reason, it was like this second match was going as long, and by this time Stacks and them was already fighting, and I'm like, well, that's a problem. I'm like, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's that.
And I mean, it's unfortunately only a problem that everybody knows that only Tony doesn't kill.
I wouldn't say that he doesn't care.
I mean,
I
and a
just
half
think
hours for a pay
it's.
preview is a long fucking time.
I mean, that arena match was a whole hour in itself, and don't let's get started on that. But that's a whole.
I mean, we'll
That's
get
a
into
whole.
it, but
We're gonna get there.
yeah.
But Jesus Christ, just saying, just saying. But yeah, this match, yeah, it had no business on the card.
How many stars do you give this one?
2.5. Because there is a little botch in which the Revival had to push Nigel out the way so they could clothesline each other.
Yeah, I agree. 2.5. I don't want to be too hard on this one. Um, Uncle Dave, oof. 3.5.
Higher,
4.
higher,
4.25.
4.5.
4.5. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, I think I'm in tune with Uncle Dave now. Alright, Ricochet defeated Mark Briscoe in a stretcher match that also had an ambulance match. In 16 minutes and 20 seconds. It was weird because it was you had to put your opponent in an ambulance, but they also had to be on a stretcher, which is like an extra step. But I digress. Um, it
Yeah,
wasn't
they just called it an ambulance match.
right. I honestly,
And explain the steps. I mean, just saying.
despite it being a little more complicated than it necessarily had to be, I didn't entirely hate the match. Maybe that's just the Mark Briscoe charm that he could make things work. Obviously he bled like a stuffed pig, but you know
Yeah, no shit. He
that's
always bleeds like a stuffed pig.
but I mean that's what you would expect in a match like this, I would believe. Um, I honestly thought that it wasn't a bad match, and I think that put it made Ricochet look good. Mark Briscoe, Neville not looks good. Um, I'm trying to think if there was anything I hated in this match other than just there was so many extra steps. um, other than yeah, he bled a lot. But what say you, Kaliko?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like, I mean, do they have? I swear to God, they should be sponsored by what the hell is that called? The American Red Cross, because they giving so much goddamn blood. It makes no goddamn sense.
It's definitely a waste.
But but maybe it bladed and it hit a vein. But I'll give them that much. But the right guy won to get to keep to keep people on his ass because he gets to say I beat this guy and who knows, he might take it there with, I'm better than him and I'm better than your brother and God knows where they're going to go. But the right guy won.
I give it 3.5. What say you?
Um, 3 3/4. It was it was kind of slash entertainment slash, it was just the shenanigan. But then again, compared to what this is tame compared to what the hell we saw in the Anarchy match. So three.
Right. Your quarter and 3/4 us, Kaliko. Your Melcher is rubbing off on you.
Oh gosh, no! How dare you?
Uncle Dave gave
Never.
Uncle Dave gave this 4 stars.
Oh gosh, I wish higher.
4.5.
4.5. See, there you go.
We have the Ouchie Business, Robert Lashley and Benjamin Shelton with VIP, defeating the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, to retain the
Next.
AEW World Tag Team Championships in 12 minutes, 35 seconds.
Next.
AEW Continental Breakfast Match. Kazuchika Okaya defeated Speed Testicle, Mike Bailey, and
Next.
I'll say this: it wasn't that match. This one match wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but consider we see better from Okada. He knows better.
I think that this is the best Okada could give us at this point, if I'm being honest.
Oh, oh wow.
Like, I mean, it's not like we're necessarily in his prime Okada, where he's going an hour and a half with Kenny Omega.
But I mean, eesh. I guess.
I feel like I kind of rocked your world with that comment.
Yeah, you really did. You damn right you did. I was like, wait a minute, what? He talking about? I mean, at one point he was the #1 guy in the world.
And now he's just having okay matches with okay guys.
Getting paid a hell of a lot of money.
Probably more than he was when he was at his peak. But
yeah, man. Nah, endorsement wise, I think he was probably killing it in Japan. He ran the goddamn torch at the Olympics, man. Like,
I mean, how much is he getting paid for that torch?
but no, my point was he was considered an ambassador of the country, for crying out loud.
And now he's just having okay matches with okay guys.
Oh yeah. How far he's came. All right, let's get to you. Okay, let's get next match. I mean, these two really don't need to be rated. I mean, personally, both of those matches that we just skipped were threes, and we knew that the person was gonna win. So it ain't like we're.
Well, I mean, I didn't even watch the Hort Syndicate match, so I would give it 2 fast forward bars, in my opinion. I mean, the fuck I want to see Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara in 2025.
Touché.
But I'll say that the Hort Syndicate match, Dave Meltzer gave it 3 7/5, and Okada got 4 1/4.
You said what was the first one?
3 7/5.
Lower.
3.5.
3.5, and then the other one.
4 1/4.
Spot on. I mean, it is Okada.
Yeah. Right. We got Timeless Tony Storms with Luther Vandross defeating Mina Shirakawa to retain her AEW Women's World Championship in 15 minutes and 49 seconds. I mean, this was the match that I wanted to see.
I think this is the match everybody wanted to see.
And boy, did we see a lot of it. We saw everything that we wanted. The match was fantastic. The entrances were fantastic. The dancing was fantastic. And it was sealed with a kiss at the end. 5 fucking stars.
Wow.
What say you?
Damn.
What say you, Kaliko?
Not a Jesus. I mean, yeah, they worked well together though. But then again, this was five though.
But I mean, Mina coming out right off the bat is 3 stars right there. Then you
So Mina breathing is 3 stars. But that's what that sounded like. Just saying.
then I mean the athleticism and the match itself. That's another you know star and a half. And then the kiss at the end, 5 stars.
Hey, you like it? I love it. Okay, I can see your point. And I'm just gonna be the guy 4.5.
How dare you just cut it down by a half a star?
Hey,
Okay, Uncle Dave, 4.5.
lower
4.
4. See, even
Well, Dave Meltzer doesn't like beautiful women, so. Alright, from the greatest chicken dinner that you could ever have in your life to the ugliest chicken shit that you'd ever see in your life. Anarchy in the Arena, Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Snobs, Katsuri Shibata Bread with Prince Nana Nana, Nana Nana, Hey Hey, Goodbye, defeated neo-Nazi Moxicillin, Claudio Ida Cannoli, Marina You Should Fear, Third Wheeler Useless, and the Young Fucks Matt Yu and Nicholas Jackson. And 35 minutes and 10 seconds. This was a clusterfuck of what the fuck. We knew that it was going to be. These matches are basically just gifs of big moves in unison, one after another. It was so stupid with they started with the Bucks coming out to like founding father music, Yankee Doodle Dandy, I believe. Um, then the music went to I'm So Excited, and then it went to Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. Well, I love Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. It just didn't. It the songs just didn't make sense at this point. Like
let the bodies hit the floor didn't make sense.
I mean, when they did it the last time, the last couple of times, Anarchy in the Arena, it was Wild Thing. I mean, the song that Kenny Omega comes out to. So, I mean, it made sense at the time that the music would, kind of play out, continuing. But this is just, hokey shit to be hokey.
Really?
Yeah. Like I
I
said,
mean, my kid was thoroughly entertained. That motherfucker, he was like, this motherfucker. He was like, oh my God, there is an exploding tape. But then again, full disclosure, he never really watched AEW like that. So,
and I mean, also he's a John Cena fan, so he can't be trusted.
wow. Oh, wow. I mean, let him tell it. He's the GOAT, sir. And he was the only one sitting up there. He might as well have been flipping everybody off at Mania when Cena won, because that's basically what he was doing, short of that. But yeah.
So you liked the match?
Uh, the match it was entertaining. Plus, Willow was in it. Can't say no to Willow. See?
Okay, so you're your counter is Willow Nightingale was in it.
Yes. I'm trying to find something positive other than an exploding table that got powerbombed through and Swerve doing a swerve stomp in his new shoes filled with thumbtacks, and my son looking at it like, what the fuck? Just saying. Just saying.
How many stars do you give it?
These things are always clustered, but that's the whole point. So why am I even gonna bother other than giving it like a 4, 3.5, 4 tops? It's meant to be a clusterfuck of what the fuck, and it served its purpose.
I give it 1.5.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah. And I mean, it was already a clusterfuckery match. Then you have run-ins, like you have fucking Gabe Kidd coming in, and Mark Briscoe, who was half dead like 2 matches prior, and Hook coming in, and like it just made you wonder who was actually in the match and who wasn't in the match. And I mean, there was already 12 people in the match. It didn't need to be any more confusing than it already was.
Boy. 1 star.
Yep, 1.5.
1.5.
Uncle Dave gave this 4.5, didn't he?
Higher.
4 7/5.
Higher.
5?
5.
Wow.
What you gave Tony, he gave. Just put that in perspective, sir. What he gave Tony, what he gave this match, you gave Tony.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
We have Don Callis' family. Colt Kutska takes Shitter, Kyle Flatulence, and Josh Alexander. They defeated the Paragon. What the fuck are they called, the Paragon? Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly Parts, and Roderick Strong.
Next.
12 minutes, 50 seconds. Yeah. After that clusterfuck, you expect people to be entertained by this? That being said, it wasn't a bad match.
I felt bad for Adam Cole. They had to follow that fucking clusterfuck that happened. That's basically it.
And luckily, this was like the shortest match on the card, so that was appreciated.
Well, because Ospreay was next. You gotta give him an hour.
For the length, I'll give it 4 stars.
Not even for the match, just for how long it was. Jesus Christ.
I didn't see the match, but it was 12 minutes, 4 stars. I like the people in the match.
Oh, Lord.
No, I did see the match.
Considering the other one, considering that cluster they have to follow, 3.
Dave Meltzer gave this 3.5.
Higher.
3 7/5.
3 7/5.
Alright. Then we have the Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament Final. We have Pornstar's Adam Page defeating Will Ospreay in 36 minutes and 56 seconds.
Told you. Basically, Iron Man match.
More or less. I couldn't say that I really cared about the match. It was okay. I don't see where people in the arena would have cared because, you know, it's basically midnight when the match starts. And
well, I mean, it's in
that.
Arizona. It's not midnight there, but yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was midnight for people on the East Coast. My bad. We're hearing a midnight on the West Coast.
Well, it's not like they had to go to work the next day.
Are you
I mean,
Is Tony paying you? Are you like a spokesperson at this point?
no, I'm just throwing that out there. That's all.
Well, actually, no. This was Sunday. Actually, no. Yes, you're right. It was.
Yeah, Memorial Day was the next day. It ain't like they had to go. It ain't like they had some places to be.
I mean, keep in mind, I didn't watch this all in one go, but I was already spent with this paid preview, having to watch as much of it as I
Oh yeah,
endured.
yeah. It was long as fuck. I told you NXT. Same what you all talk about WWE. They get it to the point. Like bitch, yeah, we your attention span ain't that long.
Yeah, when people's attention spans are a 30-second TikTok video, this was like Gone with the Wind.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. This was.
War
You
and
might as well
Peace.
have been watching the decathlon. You might as well have been watching like the world's toughest mudder 24 hours straight. That little 24-hour marathon that they have. So I mean,
Yeah, but yeah, Adam Page won. That it doesn't make any sense to me. Will Ospreay was literally right fucking there. Um,
because the crowd was on it, man.
were they though?
The crowd was cheering for Heyman. Yeah. Yeah. You didn't watch this match, did you?
No, I did, but it seemed like they were still, 50-50.
But I mean, yeah, no, the right guy won.
The problem I have with it is more than likely Page isn't going to win at All In.
He
So,
might. He got a better shot now. Darby's still fucking riding around on the goddamn mountain somewhere. Shit. It's
he's starting to come
I
down.
mean, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He snooze you lose, homie.
Yeah. So, I mean, why? He's been there 5 years. Osprey has came in maybe like a year ago, like year and a half, let's say,
Hmm.
and people are behind him. Why wouldn't you have just pulled the trigger? It doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion.
Because that the crowd was behind Hangman. You bugging, dude. I'm telling you.
I mean, maybe I am, but
I mean, they're behind him, bro. It, he's a day one A1.
how many stars do you give this?
It, I mean, it was a good match. The crowd was hyped for it. They were going for Hangman. I'll give it a solid. I mean, this wasn't the match of the night, so a solid 4.
I give it 3.
Oh shit!
All right, so
You don't even want to know. Yeah.
6.5.
Huh?
6.5.
Well, damn, not that high, but
5.5.
5. Survey says, yeah, 5.5.
Because
It's high.
Osprey was in it, so it immediately makes it a 5-star match.
Damn. So anything else is just gravy.
hmm
Oh God, damn, bro.
just for anybody that's interested, the attendance for this for Double or Nothing was 8,179. 79. There were still roughly 600 tickets still available, so not a sellout. But Still a pretty decent number of people for AEW, considering that they're in 2,000 seat arenas nowadays rather than 10,000. So, um, it was a success in their book.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm not downing them. I'm I'm just saying it was they did well. They packed an
The
arena.
condescending tones.
There was no condescending tone. I just sound this way.
Pretty good for them that they're doing 2,000 seats instead of 10,000.
But I mean,
Yeah, bro. Very condescending.
WWE next week they're going to be in an 18,000 seat arena and sell out an 18,000 seat arena. TNA they did roughly a 4,000 people in Los Angeles. So I mean they're in the middle and they're doing the best that they can with what they have. And people aren't necessarily buying a lot of tickets to Dynamite, Collision, but people do seem to still buy tickets to the pay previews, so they have that going for them.
Because that's where they put the dream matches on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would. Why wouldn't they?
All right. The show as a whole, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle.
It was it felt like a New Japan show, like a long ass New Japan show. With that being said, it was actually an okay show. I mean, if they had got rid of the Hurt Syndicate, the Okada, and the Callis family, it would have probably been a thumbs up. And FTR. Damn, that's like half the card. Yeah, if they had got rid of half the card.
That's not necessarily a glowing endorsement of the card, Kaliko.
Well, I'm trimming the fat, and that still didn't take out an hour of this this time. So shit. But no, overall it was good. It was a good show. Long in the tooth is a usual AEW show, but a good show. Thumbs. Damn, that sounds like fuck it, thumb up. I'll give it a thumb up. The goods were goods, the bads were bad, so you just gotta live with it.
I'm kind of on the scale of should I give it a thumbs in the middle or thumbs down at this point? Because like you said, the good shit was watchable, the bad shit was really bad. It's just a matter of was the bad shit as that bad that it made me go
Not want to watch anything no more. Yeah.
Yeah.
See. The way they placed their matches could have been better too, but
that's been a problem with AEW for a long time as well. I'll give it thumbs in the middle purely because of Tony Storm, Mina Shirakawa.
I knew it. Jesus Christ. Because they were there.
Yes, and that was enough. Alright, that will conclude our coverage of AEW, Double or Nothing.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.